The first cry of a baby, the echo of your name shouted by a loved voice, a private endearment, an arm slipping around your shoulders as you weep. These are all poems. Words are only one path. If we open our senses, there's poetry all around. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Dysfunctional Families and Other Joys. And she said, "You have a family at least. Somebody to fight with, somebody to care for, somebody to ignore, somebody to look out for. Someone you are so close to that you grind each other out. Someone you hurt so much that you cry as you tend to their wounds. Someone you can reach out to, someone you can be jealous of, someone you blame for what you couldn't be, who you look at and your chest bursts with pride. There's a time you watch the sun rise together as both of you sip tea you made unasked, not talking of the night as you'd come to blows. There's too much love which refuses to turn to hate. You think good memories can't be enough for a lifetime's continuing thread. The present is what keeps ties grounded, and then he calls just to ask how you are. Ties, my love, are blood moon, rare, rarefied. They might snap but never get untied. They may lie destroyed to the dust but merely wait to be resurrected to life. You say you love me. Just say, I'm family. That's enough. You say you love me. Just say, I'm family. That's enough. Who are we if not products of the first quarry of breath, the family? Raw, unmanaged, planned, or perchance. We are babies who enter the universe with our lungs ballistic, versed in the art of annoying everybody with our insistences and our demand for unwavering attention. Whether we are a chip of a dream, or the product of a ritual, or the gift of a drunken night, we are realities in the lives of a couple which looks on to us sometimes with wonder, more often with unmitigated exasperation. We are cradled with care, often as a result of a personal sacrifice, a priority over oneself. We are babies. We coo on recognition. We reach out for their faces with our little hands as if we are reaching out for light, and we smile on hearing their familiar voices. And however slowly it might be, we find places in our parents' hearts. But things change as we grow. We have a rough patch with our sister, scalding acrimony with our brother. We start seeing our parents as flawed human beings, people less invincible and more tired than we'd ever imagined. People we are ready now to judge, people we now find easy to be cruel with. Suddenly, the dynamics of our relationships change. We move closer to other lives and drift away from our primary caregivers, our first loves. Our needs change, our cravings are discoverers, and we open some cupboards in our soul to shelve a heap full of memories away. We move closer to other people. We become other people. But our past is a forever undertow to our lives, and the strings pull us back, often for festivities, often for tragedies, sometimes as compulsion, often reluctantly. And we discover our heartstrings start to play again. Old joys well up old griefs too. What we'd been told when we were ignored. Slights we didn't know we remembered, heartbreaks which still had fracture lines. But beneath it all, our blood remembers its moorings, and old affection slowly blankets old afflictions, and we realize we deserted them, but we'd never left them at all. We were carrying them inside as simmering geysers, as dark rivers. But they were also breath, they were also our first joy, and we moved towards each other as long-lost magnets. And we know that maybe our blood finds its own tributaries, but that we are the same river moving towards the same sea. Our waters reflect the same sky. We are family. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you were listening to Uncut Poetry. I have a fantastic newsletter called The Uncuts. It's a weekly dosage of culture, art, music, poetry. Please do subscribe to it. The link is in the notes. And if you love this episode, do share it with someone you love. And follow Uncut Poetry on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Ghana, JioSaavn, or wherever you get your podcasts from. See you next week.